And there we are, Clark, once again, live in the tasting booth. Good
Oh,
evening.
good. Yes, very well. Yourself?
Yes, I'm smashing. Thanks very much. And good evening, Tony. Welcome to the tasting booth. Good to have you back. Sorry we
Absolutely.
weren't on last week, but there was one of our two, not mentioning any names, but it wasn't me, was celebrating his 40th wedding anniversary. So that was something we couldn't get out of. So we had to just postpone it for a week. But anyway, we're back. We're live. We're here to do two wee drams tonight.
Yep.
But if you've not got a label on them, I don't know how you're going to tell which is which, to be perfectly honest.
You're going to be struggling, actually. You're going to be struggling.
You would be struggling. There's one slightly darker than the other.
Not much.
And it's slightly heavier when you look at it when it shows the legs round the glass. But if you didn't know what they were, you'd have a hard job.
That's right. I just remembered that I normally text my brother to tell him we're in the bothy. So I thought I better do that or I'll be in trouble.
You better do that now. And while you're doing that, I will stick up our little ticker tape so that those who are watching can see what we're actually drinking. So we're going to go with the Glengone White Oak.
Yep.
It says 10-year-old there. Let me change that because that is completely false.
Yeah.
Right. I'll change it to that. And we'll reset it. And we'll now tell them that it's a non-aged first fill bourbon cask and a virgin oak. It's no 10-year-old at all.
It's not.
That would be very unfair. That would have given them the wrong kind of information. So here we go, Clark. Very light.
Isn't it just?
So it's been matured in first fill bourbon and virgin oak casks.
Yeah. It's very, very pale indeed, isn't it?
And it's 48% ABV. Yes, it is very pale.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So what's your thoughts on the nose of this one? It's quite vibrant, I think that's got a right effervescence to it with it.
It's fairly tickling my nose. Yes, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
I know I'm not using the particularly great big words here, but it's fair tickling my nose.
Aye, fair tickling my nose. That sounds very Scottish, to be honest with you. It's fair tickling my nose. This is nice. I like that. I like this. I like that kind of unripe banana kind of nose to it. Very nice. A nice bright citrusiness to it, like a lemon or a lime or something.
Yes, it's lovely and fruity. It's very light fruits. It's nice.
I'm saying vibrant because it is giving me that little sprinkly whoosh up your nose kind of thing.
It sure is.
So on the nose, it's quite nice actually. I quite like the nose of that. It's not very complicated. It's quite light.
No, it's nice and light and summery fruits, and it's just
So let's have a wee down the thrapple. Let's see what it's like with on the palate.
I thought you'd never say. Cheers.
And happy 40th wedding anniversary, mate.
Oh, thanks very much. I'll be saying the same to you in a couple of weeks.
There's a long way to go yet. She might murder me before then. Oh.
Again, it's lovely summer fruits. It's nice and...
Yeah.
Oh. What is it?
It's like fruit
and apricot and all these nice light summer. Lovely. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Oh, it's got a lovely pineapple kind of.
Aye. So I'm saying it's like a fruit salad.
It's
lovely. Very, very nice.
On your tongue.
Aye, it's really good. Yeah, look at the floor.
And the finish seems to be just running out. To be honest with you, it's a long finish. It just seems to keep giving and giving and giving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to write something down here. I'm drinking and no writing.
Tony says that it says on our YouTube ad that you're on at 7 p.m. I maybe need to review that, Tony. We maybe were in originally at 7 p.m. when we were during lockdown, and we've maybe stretched it out 7:30. So I will update that. So either that, I'm in a different time zone.
That could always be.
It's one of the two. Do you know, it's got a toffee apple finish to that. See that? It's just noticed that as in the finish. You didn't get that on the palate, but now we're sitting having a chat, and I was answering the questions and looking at what Tony was writing. I went, oh, it's like toffee apple. It's like a toffee apple.
Good.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it's lovely.
That's quite strange in that dram. So anyway, Glengoyne's one of our stable thing, mate, and I know, and I'm only going to put one. I'm going to show you because I know that that's all I've put in it. 2 tiny wee drops in it because I know from experience at the distillery, this is it. Now, Tony, you asked a question a couple of weeks ago as to what we diluted our whiskey in.
Oh, here we go.
And the answer is we use distilled water. So we don't use the same water that goes into our mash tun at the start. We use a distilled water, an ionized distilled water to bring it down. So when we're diluting it before it goes into the casks, that's what we tend to do. Because if we were using water from anywhere else, or we're using any water that's coming in like tap water, that might have additional fluoride in it, chlorine in it, because it can be different on each day. So therefore, that could have a major effect on the actual taste of the whiskey itself. So ourselves, like every other kind of distillery, tends to use ionized or distilled water to go into our casks to bring it down. So it adds no additional flavour, no additional stuff. Would rainwater work? No, with this acid rain that we get nowadays, Tony. I'm not sure if it would, but I suppose, yeah, if it's just natural rainwater, you could. But just to keep it, right on what the distilleries currently do, from I did a little bit of research on it, and the majority of the distilleries that I spoke to have said they would use ionized or distilled water to add it to bring it down to the level that it's got. So I hope that answers your question, but I do see what you've said, and I think, yeah, rainwater might work as well. Not sure how clean that rainwater might be, where you'd gather that, what you'd put it in, and how you'd move that rainwater into some other stuff, but ionized one. Yeah, deionized, you're right. Did I say ionized? Did I say ionized or deionized? Sorry, deionized is what I meant to say.
Well done.
It was because I said distilled, and then I said ionized instead of deionized and distilled.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we need
so,
to put some
Mr. L.
These are lovely. I really like this. But I like Glengoynes. I remember the first time I was at Rosebank, and we had Glengoynes and we had the Tamdhu, and I preferred the Glengone to the Tamdhu. But since then, I have to admit, I've had a few Tamdhus, and I think they're an excellent dram. But I like Glengone as well. It's a borough half.
It is. I'm slightly biased because it comes out of our stable. But I like yourself. There are so many Glengoynes that I like, but I do particularly like this. This has got when you add that little bit of water, you get more vanilla comes out of that, and you get that little bit of creme brulee, kind of vanilla.
All right, I'll try it then. I was resisting the temptation, but here we go. One spot.
Find it. Yeah, just one wee drop. What you'll find is it'll just lift. It'll make it a wee bit more citrusy, and it'll become a lot more floral in the way that it actually noses. There's kind of a hint of violets in there, Clark.
Oh, it has changed the nose. Oh, that's remarkable.
It becomes really floral in the way it is.
One spot of water. That's amazing.
Yeah. And then when you taste it this time, you're going to get like a creme brulee, like a vanilla in your mouth. Just hold it in your mouth for a wee while, and you'll find that it really begins to coat your mouth. I think it's quite a playful dram. It's got loads of stuff going on within it.
Well, that's a different dram altogether. One spot of water. That's amazing.
I know. And it also lifts the heat up a wee bit. It becomes a wee bit more peppery in its feel.
It is. I need to make some comments on my comment box about this.
Aye. Now, I hope that doesn't detract for your score, or hopefully it might have added to your score, because you might think of that now. I prefer it with just a wee spot of water, not a lot. It just is enough to lift the dram up. I like it as it is. Happy to drink it as it is at 48% ABV. But I think it benefits from a wee drop of water. It just makes it a wee bit smoother, and it, a wee bit more given or forgiving. Great entry dram though. I've no more of it, Clark. That's why I suggested when we were talking about tonight, and you said, let's do the white oak. It's the first one I reach for my cabinet.
I can see why. It's a broad dram.
If I'm going to go for a dram and I'm reaching in the cabinet to get a nice dram at night, I like this. I think this is a summer dram. This is lovely. If you've had a glass of white wine or something, you want to have a dram at the end of the night, it's got all that kind of peaches and apricots and that kind of white fruity type stuff, gooseberries, melons, all that stuff sits within that gives you that opportunity to have it, and it's a nice and light. It's lovely and fresh. This is a great dram.
I tell you what, bring that up.
It's now gone. Glengone.
Glengone is gone. Right, that's the score in. The score is on the doors.
Right. I've scored it.
Come on then.
An 87.
87? Oh, it's better than that.
Go on it.
I've given it a 93. I love this. It's a brilliant dram.
That's all right.
This is a 9 plus out of 10. It's a great dram.
Right. Well, maybe it's just because I get to taste it all the time, and it shows that I'm not biased either when we're doing these things. I could quite easily have given it a great score and say, but for me, I think it's a lovely dram.
It's a great dram.
I'm giving it an 8.7. It's almost a 9. You're giving it a 93. Well, we'll call it a 9 out of 10.
Yes, we'll do that. We'll call it a 9 out of 10. And we'll split the difference.
We'll split that difference. Aye,
and we'll call it a 9 out of 10.
Yep. Because I think it is a 9 out of 10. I wouldn't disagree with that. I think it's a great dram.
It's a great dram. Great dram.
And it leaves you with a lovely long finish at the end of it.
I can see why that's your go-to one. Well, it was until today. Because it's a great dram. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I know.
Luckily, I work in the distillery, and there's plenty of others that I can buy.
Hey.
So I will look at purchasing another one at some point, because I think it's a lovely dram.
Well, if you're needing any help at all with the consumption of said drams, then you know just who to call.
Yes, I'll give Tony a shout and see how he's fixed up for that. This is one thing that I've learned about our partnership and our friendship over the years. I can always rely on you.
Oh, you can absolutely rely on me. No two ways about it.
And I can always rely on you. I know that's the case. That's what's made us. That's what's probably kept us pals for years.
Oh, it's done us no harm anyway. That's for sure.
That's right. Yes. So, Clark, you finishing that one? Let's look at the second one.
Right. Should I finish it, or should I just leave the wee drop on the bottom to come back to?
Leave a wee drop on the bottom.
Right. Okay. You've taught me into it.
Leave a wee bottom, because I might manage to find something that I can put in a glass just to drink with you. So, the next one.
This is a bit different then, is it?
Well, let's find out.
Well,
have you had much of this before?
I don't know if I've had this at all.
You've never had a Glen Geery?
Yes, I have. But maybe not this one. Probably, well, it won't be this one, but you gave me a Geery once before. Well, if it wasn't you, it was maybe
It definitely was to me.
your brother-in-law. Didn't have had a Geery.
Or maybe Gordon gave us a Geery. You might be right, actually.
Somebody has.
Unless I had one for the Scottish Malt Whisky Society that was in one of the these funny name things that they have. I might have had something that was a Geery that was in that. You might be right.
Possibly.
So
it's not my first Geery. I know it's not the first, but
right. And it certainly will be the last.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. I tell you, I'm looking at that.
Colour.
That's what I was going to say. It's the same whiskey. There's not much difference in the colour.
Well, I hope no. Right? Because this one this one's 57% ABV.
Aye, well,
it's old strength according to my notes. You think I was drunk when I was writing these things? Hey, I mean, folk must think that poor boy's absolutely smashed before he even starts. Can't even spell cask right.
I wouldn't describe that as a pear boy at all.
Just an old boy. That old boy's got dementia or something because he's can't even spell it right. Anyway.
Well, a few drams, aye.
I tell you something, I went to a great school. It was approved,
Right,
on the nose, Clark. On the nose. Glengone, 10-year-old, 57%.
Well, then. Well, it's definitely not the same dram. Definitely not.
I think this one is quite light in its complexion. Is that nice for complexion?
Again, it is very light, yes, but again, it's attacking my nose. It's attacking my nose the same as the last one did.
A little bit white pepperiness.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's more malt and grassiness and hayiness in this one.
Very good, yes, aye. Uh-huh.
You know what I
mean? Get that. I get that. It's a walk through the farm, I get that.
Aye, that's right. It reminds me of a meadow that's been cut.
Uh-huh.
When I was a kiddie, just up the road for Rosebank, there was a farmer's field, and we used to, once they'd done the field and they'd cut all the grass, as kids we used to drag all the grass underneath a big chestnut tree that had a branch that stuck out. And we used to build up as high as we could, and then we'd do somersaults into a nice soft bed of hay to land in.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of what that smelled like. That, as soon as I noticed that was the first impression that came into my head was, this is like doing somersaults out the tree into the hay.
So if you're putting a label on this yourself, you would write it as somersaults out a tree.
Somersaults out a tree. Aye, that's very good. Maybe that's one. Or maybe they need to get one and try that. Somersaults out a tree. As opposed to Epsom salts in a pan.
No, that doesn't sound as good at all.
No.
Aye, it's nice. I like that.
There's a wee mild oakiness in there, a wee bit of woodiness.
That's what I was saying. It's very outdoors.
On the nose. Even it looks the same colour. Everything else, but there's nothing.
No, not really. Apart from the fact it's very light as well. There's, apart from that, it's quite different. Aye. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, right. Let's take a wee sip of this on the palate. It's quite buttery. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's buttery and creamy.
Very creamy.
It's a wee hint of honey. It's a bit, again, a bit like that mead.
That's very good.
It's got that meady honeyness to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite thick.
Mm-hmm. It is, aye.
Oh, I'll tell you something. It's very dry. It's like a dry white wine.
I know.
One of these dessert wines you get. My tongue's went completely dry.
Mm-hmm. You better have another drink of whiskey then.
Well, oh, thanks very much then. I shall do. Thanks very much.
That's a broad ram.
Finish is a bit shorter than the last one that we had. Still got that grassiness and the hints of hay.
Well, I like that. That's a very nice ram.
It's quite
Very
salty.
nice.
It's quite a deep. It's quite a deep, intense finish there. Oh.
It's lasting a while. That's right.
Now, this one here. This is it. This is it here. This is a Little Brown Dug Falkirk Whisky Club. This is a club that I'm a member of in the town here.
Right.
So this was a bottling that we got from them. I've got another one. No, this one. Got another bottle that I got from them because, and it's an Ardmore. Did I give you the Ardmore? Have you got the Ardmore 11? Right. I'll need to give you one of them. The Ardmore. It's like Wallace and Gromit. So I'll not say which one you are. Anyway, but it's nice. It's got these wee dugs round the bottle. It's a beautiful bottle.
It is a nice bottle, isn't it?
But as I said, what happened was there was another whisky club getting some bottles done, and there was I think about 50 or 60 bottles left from them buying it. So it was left in the cask. So they came to us and asked us if we wanted to buy the cask. So we bought the rest of the bottles that were in it. So I managed to get a bottle of that. That's where we've got this Glen Geery from. So of course, obviously Glen Geery is now closed. It's not open. So getting a bottle of this is really good. The Ardmore is slightly different. The Ardmore is an 11-year-old. Can't wait to let you taste this because this is a belter. We're meant to do this one on one Sunday night. But it was a cask that got damaged. So they were having to disgorge the cask, hence the reason why it's 11-year-old. So again, the chap came and asked us, do you want some bottles of it? We're going to disgorge this. Can't do anything with it because the cask's damaged. So we bought some bottles of that as well. So I've got one of them for us through the Whisky Club. But I'm not scored this yet. It's quite sweet at the end. It leaves me quite sweet.
Sweet? Really? I like this. I'm not sure I quite like it as much as the Glengone, but I do like it. It's a nice half.
Oh, I think it's funny that because again, it sounds like I'm biased here, but I'm not biased at all. I'm very honest when I do these things. Right. Did I not mention what cask that was in? The Glengeery. The Glengeery is just in a first fill bourbon barrel. I've not put this in. Sorry, Tony. Yep. So it's a first fill bourbon barrel that has been in, and it's been in that for 10 years. It's not been finished in anything. It's been in that one cask for that amount of time. So it's a single cask, 10-year-old, 57% ABV. Thanks for shouting that out there because I would have went away and forgot all that.
Okay. Right. Now that's not had as good as scores the last one. It's a nice dram.
Yep.
Not as good as the last dram, but it's a nice dram. I like that. I know we shouldn't compare drams with other drams, but you just had one, so it's kind of hard. Actually, I should have put a wee spot of water in that just to see. Do you recommend? What would you say to that? Was that a good or a bad idea?
I've not tried it, so I'm going to do the same again if you watch. For those that are watching online, 1, 2, that's all I've added to it. I didn't tend to add much more water than that to most drams. Doesn't do touch to the nose. You need to take your finger off the hole, Clark.
I've taken my finger off the hole and nothing's happening. It's not moving. You get a wee shake and try again. Come on, out you come. Yeah, I'll put me in the pipette, I think. That's maybe the answer.
I would have just got the wet and put my finger in the water and dropped. Ah, you broke it.
There's one. Come
Just
on.
go with the one, Clark.
I'm just going to put two in. There it goes. Look, it's just about there.
I was going to say, just blow in the hole.
There you go. It must have been a bad idea because it just didn't want to go in there.
No.
Oh.
It didn't improve it.
Well.
Maybe for you, not for me. I like it just as it comes for the cask.
It's changed the nose.
Right.
There's
a wee bit changed to the nose, aye.
Like it's not quite so midway anymore.
No, it's lost that green grassiness. I'm no somersaulting out the trees anymore. I'm actually picking up more apple in there than I was
going to say that it's a wee bit more fruity than it was before.
Yeah. Gav's drams have joined us. He's saying try more water.
Try even more water.
I'm not sure I want to do that, to be honest with you, Gav, because it's actually, I liked it as it was without water. I've added a wee bit of water. Nose-wise, it's went more appley than it was before. It's not that. And on the palate, it seems to, it has died down quite a bit. It's nice as it is.
It's still nice as it is. It's with the water. That's still nice.
It's just loosened it up a wee bit, and I don't think you really need to add a lot of water to this. I think it's a nice dram as it is.
It's not as creamy as it was before.
No.
It certainly has.
I would say the finish.
Shorter, perhaps.
Finish. It's not as in depth as it was earlier. It's brought that back a bit. It's kicked it back. I've scored this an 88, Clark.
Well, there's our fun. We're on the same wavelength tonight, then, as far as this one's concerned, because I did the same.
I've scored this an 88. Although I scored the last one lower, and you scored it higher, and we decided to split in the middle at 9 out of 10. I think this is fair at kind of 8.5 to 8.8 out of 10. Because I still think the Glengone was a better dram than this.
It was.
And so I think that's a fair shout that it's come out the way that we have done.
It's maybe not. Be prepared to waste a dram. Keep it water on it.
Right, Gav, I completely agree, and so I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to ask a wee question, Gav. Whereabout in the country are you? So I take it you've picked us up because I put a wee message on my TikTok channel earlier on, and you've picked up for that, hopefully. So tell me where you're from. Tell me a wee bit of your background. We know about Tony. Tony's down there right on the Welsh border between kind of Nantwich and Wrexham in Wales. You're in Edinburgh, mate. Perfect. Welcome, Gav, to the Tasting Bothy. Nice to have you on board. I'll introduce you to Tony as well. Tony's been joining us now for almost a month, actually, sharing these drams and whatever.
I would say longer than that.
I maybe a wee bit longer than that. I think there might be a rugby influence coming in there.
All right, I see.
You've got a channel called Gav's Dram as well. We'll go and find that channel once we come off here, and we'll if I've not already done that through the Tasting Bothy, we'll go and subscribe to it and we'll join you. So I had an interesting day today, Clark.
Wait, come on.
My day, I was obviously at Rosebank. Obviously, it's my weekend on at Rosebank, and today I was hosting a revered tour. So the revered is the top of the range tour that we actually do, where some unfortunates have to spend 3 hours with me.
How unlucky
doing a
is
tour of the
that?
distillery, spending time, learning about them and what they like about whiskey. And today, what I found quite exciting about it is normally we do the new make spirit. You've tasted the new make spirit. Normally we do the new make spirit, but on Friday, our new make spirit turned 2 years old. So we entered the cask in 2023, and it was
heading
2
towards the
years old
whiskey.
on the 18th of July, and we're nearly there. As we sit and speak, we are literally just short of 364 days until we get there. So it's quite exciting. So today I was able to put the new make spirit beside the 2-year-old spirit. So they got to taste the new make spirit, and they also got to taste the 2-year-old. And they were blown away by it. And then I was able to go behind me, because we've got all that wall that you've seen full of whiskies and all the little bottles.
Have I seen that?
Aye, there's a cupboard that's behind us. So it sits up in the wall. And so I was able to go and pull one of those bottles, the 30-year-old bottle, off the shelf. One of the casks that was laid down back in 1990, 1993. And I was able to bring that and let them nose that against what this 2-year-old was like. And it is one of those wow moments where people go, oh, this is so similar. You've got something that's not even 3 years old yet, and the nose on it is moving towards that. And it's not far off the colour that's in this glass after 2 years. So it was a phenomenal thing. And then we went downstairs. I'll post you the pictures later. Yep. We went downstairs eventually into the lockkeeper's cottage, where they got to taste a 30-year-old and a 32-year-old, and then they had a dram of their choice. So that meant they could have a 30 or 32-year-old again, or they could have a 31, a 33, or they could have 2 single casks, whatever it was they wanted to choose from. These lads had a fabulous day of 3 hours with me, going through these drams, chatting them through. And so it was a great day. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And I know they're supposed to enjoy themselves.
Aye, well, they're paid to enjoy themselves. You're enjoying yourself and getting paid. Right.
Well, I suppose that's true. I never thought about it that way. But no, it was a great time out. So that I can't wait to do the next one of that. That was lovely. That was lovely.
Right. I put another drop of water in this since I last spoke to you, so we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, since Gav mentioned it, I'm going to do the same. I've actually added 5 ml this time into it, just so we know. So I've added another 5 ml. It's actually become a lot more floral than it was. It's not quite as peppery on the nose.
No, it's certainly not.
And I'm picking up a lot more honey on that.
How much water did you put in it? How many drops did you put in it?
Well, I'm quite fortunate. My wee thing's got, I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
I can see that. I put 5 ml in it.
Oh, that's clever. I've just put a drop in it, so I've no idea how much that is.
Aye. Oh, it's actually lifted the spiciness of it. So that 5 ml has lifted the spice. It's become a lot more sweeter, Clark. Oh my goodness. I wouldn't take it any more than that. I think if I take it any more than that, I'm going to lose all the flavour out of it. And the finish now, it's gone. I've not got anything that's leaving me anything at the end. Of it.
Well, even with that drop, I've got the same effect. There's very little finish left in it, haven't I? It hasn't wasted it, but it hasn't improved it any.
No, I've no. It's no wasted, but that's it.
A level teaspoonful is 5 ml. Thank you for that, Tony.
Oh well, that's. I was going to say it's the same as the amount of Calpol I gave away. But anyway, that's another story.
So it is. That's how would I know that? So it is.
Right. And the thing is I would think that 5 ml. That's a teaspoon. Seems an awful lot.
That seems a lot of water. That's a lot of water.
I suppose if it's in a 25 ml dram and you're adding 5 ml to it, That's no. If you've got a 20 ml, that's quarter of the flipping thing's water.
And if you only dribble at the bottom,
And aye, so
you've done it.
5 ml seems a lot. That's why I like to add drip by drip till I get
Right.
to where I am. But I never ever seem to get to. I never think I would ever get to as much as 5 ml.
Mhm.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pipette at some point. I'm going to get a spoon and I'm going to put 2 drops on and see
See
how
what
that
it
looks in a 5 ml spoon.
comes.
How much? Well, because I'm not entirely sure how much that wee drop is. Because if it's just 2 drips,
Mhm.
it's not really registered on my pipette as to. I really need to put 5 ml in
Aye.
for it to register in the pipette. So
I see.
I normally only fill it to 5 ml, Clark.
Mhm.
So it's normally
Well,
filled
that's
to 5,
that's enough.
and then I'm going like that.
Mhm.
So I don't know what that is. I mean that's no 5 ml because I've still got loads left in the.
Mhm.
I've got loads left in my pipette. So
Mhm. Mhm.
aye, that's a hard one to do with. Anyway, we've been on for half an hour now, pal. That's
Never.
normally the time that we actually spend.
Goodness sake.
So
That's hard to
we'll
believe.
bid upon
That's been
farewell.
half an hour well spent, I have to say.
We have a third person who is in the tasting bothy wares, but I don't know who it is because they've not said hi on the YouTube channel. But whoever our mystery viewer is, nice to have you on board with us. Keep following us on TikTok, like and follow and share. That's happy for us. And then we'll see you again. So I'll see you next week or the next few weeks on our 60-second sips on the TikTok page. We might share some other stuff on TikTok this week as well. I've got a wee video to play that I did today when I was in the distillery again. And so we'll catch up with that. So from Clark and I to the three of yous, Slange, enjoy your drink. Make sure that you're behaving yourselves because that's important. We want you, obviously, to drink responsibly. So drink responsibly.
Like we do.
And we will speak to you all again in the tasting bothy. Tony, thanks for your time. Great night. Great questions. Enjoy.
Nice to see you, Gav.
Cheers, lads. Slange.
Good night.